Being back on campus is real nice, being able to be there and have the actual experience. I love the teachers, they're super understanding. My favorite thing, honestly, is just the relationship you make with one another.
I'm glad they're able to get us in for practical education. I think that's really important, especially in the health sciences field, because we can't do what we need to out there without getting that practical education. So I'm very happy that they found a way to make that work.
No matter the obstacles, everyone has a desire to succeed. Success in the classroom and success in the real world, leading independent and fulfilling lives. This is what the Coach program at College of DuPage is designed to do. Help young adults with intellectual or developmental disabilities go from desire to achievement.
We provide reading, writing, math, and computer literacy, career exploration, and interpersonal skills with those students in mind. And we understand that they all learn differently, and I think that we're all pretty patient. I think it's a wonderful program, and it's fun too.
I think the goal is to develop skills, to open up vocational opportunities, to give them resources in order to be independent. The students are really stepping it up, really becoming more appropriate. We see them maturing from year one. They're just seeing by modeling of other students. So there's a great piece of just being around age-appropriate peers.
During the first year of the 2-year cohort program, students build on their skills in math, literacy, and computer technology. Experienced College of DuPage instructors teach real-world applications of each subject, preparing students for tasks they may be asked to perform when seeking employment or on the job.
I teach the computer class, and we cover Microsoft Word. We cover flyers, how to design a flyer, and the students are very creative with that. Then we do letters of application along with their resumes. We do labels, we do envelopes, we do basically anything you can think of in Microsoft Word we do. Then we also do PowerPoint, and we also do Excel. And then of course we start out with an email so they can do a formal email to teachers or to anyone else. And then on Friday I teach interpersonal skills. And that's a fun class. It's a class that helps the students to communicate effectively in the real world.
Coach students are encouraged to be independent throughout the program, learning how to navigate college life on their own and supporting each other as classmates. Small class sizes allow for easy communication and getting to know peers.
One thing I really love about the program is there's only 13 students. I think with that small group, they're able to form those friendships. When we went back for our second year orientation and the kids all came in the class, they were all like, "Oh, hi, Megan. Oh, I missed you, Megan." And they all were like this close-knit group of kids that Megan just adores and loves. I feel this program promotes independence from the very start My questions were to the teachers, well, like, are they all going to eat lunch together, or how is she going to get to gym class? Are you going to walk her down there? And they were very kind and sweet and said, it'll be all right. She'll figure it out. And so I probably didn't sleep the night before her first day of school, and she came home and I was, how'd it go? It was great, Mom. I loved it. It's made her feel good about herself and much more confident.
Coach also encourages joining on-campus clubs, including COD Buddies, which pairs Coach students with other College of DuPage students. Members participate in group activities together while ongoing mentoring occurs at regular meetings. Students further their growth in year 2 of the program when they begin job shadowing, both on and off campus throughout the semester.
The job shadows are short. They do about 4 sessions, 2 hours each. And they're doing a variety of different things. They're working in the warehouse, they're working in security, the computer lab, horticulture department, Pete's Fresh Market. And what they're doing is they're actually learning what the job would actually entail. And on the Fridays when we kind of process, I talk about, would you think you would like this? Would you like to stand on your feet? Would you like to wear the uniform? Look around and see if there's something else you would like to do in the store. So it's neat to get them exposed to things they've never thought that they could do.
I liked it because it got me involved in it. I wasn't just watching someone else do it. I was like hands-on doing something, which I learned better than just watching someone do it and then I have to copy them.
And Pete's, I learned how to organize in bakery. And at the police patrol, I learned how to make the campus safe. In the warehouse, I learned how to scan packages for the customer and deliver them and have a nice day.
Joe does the same thing any other student would be doing. I think it's great for him. He might not get the opportunities in real life that maybe we could give him here, and it's a good example of what it's like to work in a workplace and know how to be with people outside of maybe what you're used to at home.
So currently I have a Akash. What we do is we like to start them off sitting at the desk and get an interaction with the public. As you can see, we get a lot of people that come up to us and talk to us, so it's a good way for him to interact with the public and kind of understand how everyone functions when they come up to a police department desk at least. He's definitely become more sociable, so during the first stage when he first got here, he was a little bit reserved, but now he has done a little bit more time with me and gotten involved in the community.
So they're getting a full feel of a little bit of all different aspects of horticulture. I think mostly boosts the students' confidence and gets them more aware of what's out there for them in the job force and in different internship opportunities.
During their final semester in Coach, students are able to select and apply for internships at the various job shadow sites, providing an in-depth exploration of the working environment.
The internship is the culminating activity for Coach 2. They will do 2 during the semester, and it'll be a job that they've already shadowed, that they're interested in and they want to explore more. They'll be doing surveys to see which they like the best out of the 13 sites we have, and we'll see with the employer if it's a good match.
After 2 years of continuous growth, the program culminates with a graduation ceremony where faculty and families gather to celebrate students and their achievements.
We wish our classmates
and ourselves
good luck in the future. And like the fish philosophy, we hope to find the positive attitude and the love what we do at a job, no matter what it is.
If you're considering doing the coach program, I say you should do it. It's a lot of fun, it's a good experience, and you'll just love it in the end.
It's fun college experience I've been waiting for. My teachers are very nice and helpful. I also get to meet a lot of new friends.
I just can't say enough. I think it is just such a wonderful and unique experience and opportunity. It's just the perfect college experience for young people.
The Coach program can lead you from success in the classroom to success in the real world and living independent, fulfilling lives. Achieve your goals. Get started at College of DuPage. Engineering is all around us. Every day, everywhere we go, we can see and touch something that has been designed by an engineer. But what does it mean to study engineering? An engineering student studies computers and programming. An engineering student studies science and physics, math, and learns to understand calculus. And most of all, an engineering student is curious about shaping the world. If you're one of these people, the engineering program at College of DuPage is waiting for you.
We are able to offer pretty much all of the freshman and sophomore coursework that any major university would offer for all of the large majors. Students should expect to get a very rigorous and well-founded education that will help prepare them to succeed and get their bachelor's degree when they transfer after 2 years.
We have a whole bunch of different types of engineering: mechanical, civil, and electrical, which are the big three. But we also do industrial engineering, biomedical engineering, chemical engineering, and stuff like that as well.
The huge advantages of COD's engineering program is we have all the courses that you need, and it's a better experience. The other thing is that all the professors here came here because they love to teach. We actually enjoy teaching so much that we focus on teaching as our career.
Students studying engineering at College of DuPage sharpen the skills they'll need to be successful in transferring and completing a bachelor's degree in their chosen area of study. Instructors are dedicated to providing resources and making sure each student understands course material.
One of our main goals as a department is to make sure that when the students leave us, they are fully prepared to achieve their bachelor's degree. At the major universities in the state of Illinois and elsewhere, we have something like an 80 or 90% success rate once they leave us to achieving their bachelor's degree, no matter what their engineering discipline happens to be.
We have very small class sizes so that students get to know each other and they get to know the faculty members, and we get to know them. We can help them out a lot more when we are kind of more informal with each other, which is really, really nice.
Being in a room with 30 people is so much less intimidating than being in a room with like 250 people. I knew that if I didn't understand something, there's a really good chance that other people also didn't understand. So it was more of a tight-knit community that helped each other learn.
The instructors are amazing. I had the same professor for the 4 semesters that I've been here, and having such a close connection with like a professor that you see all the time helps a lot. If you need help, they will literally have like a tutoring session with you and help you with whatever you need.
College of DuPage provides a hands-on approach to studying course material and also encourages students to pursue various clubs and internships available within a student's major. There are several opportunities for any student to get involved in and out of the classroom.
I believe that the debugging and design project hands-on skills that the students learn in the electrical engineering classes and all of the engineering classes at COD is going to give them an advantage in learning how to even just get started designing a project. They learn about how to build things from the ground up. They learn about how to build things one piece at a time rather than trying to put the entire jigsaw puzzle together piecemeal.
In our engineering graphics class, we've included a design project that's a catapult competition. It basically gets them to think about functional analysis and really kind of different ways that you can come up with different designs and trying to pick the best one. In our statics course, we have a bridge competition. So not only do they learn about bridges, but it also kind of gets them thinking about how to design the better bridge or the next generation bridge, which is something they wouldn't normally get in the course.
We are very fortunate here at College of DuPage to have things like the Engineering and Technology Club and the robotics team, where they, especially the mechanicals and the electricals, get a chance to try their hand literally at different robotics competitions. They get to learn how to be a leader in a student-led organization. In addition, we do a high school competition every year called the Engineering Olympics, and we get an opportunity to bring in between 175 and 250 high school students from across the district. It's a great way for our students to get to mentor high school students in the district. And in addition to that, there's always STEMCon to promote engineering to grades that are younger than high school. And we also have a Society of Women Engineers that has done different activities with Girl Scout troops in the area.
So the Society of Women Engineers is a club that we have here on campus, and we're affiliated with the National Society of Women Engineering organization. The students do a lot of really great activities, kind kind of just do a little engineering hands-on projects. We also, every April or May, have a Women in Engineering Networking Night where we invite women from places like Argonne and Fermilab and local companies to come and talk to the women students here at COD about internship opportunities, the experiences that they've had, and how to navigate being just kind of a minority, honestly, in a very male-dominated industry.
Special transfer programs are also available for engineering students at College of DuPage, guaranteeing admission to select universities upon completing the necessary COD courses and meeting GPA requirements.
So Engineering Pathways was a cohort of students that went through the engineering program all at the same time. They took the same classes and were able to transfer a lot smoother into U of I than someone who had not gone through Pathways. The COD prepared me for the next step because the professors really care about you understanding the subject. Their first priority is your understanding and you going on to the next level.
College of DuPage prepared me really well for University of Illinois, and I feel I have a lot deeper understanding of a lot of the subjects required for the classes I'm taking now because of the care that was taken into teaching those College of DuPage.
The professors at College of DuPage are phenomenal. A lot of the courses here are pretty academically rigorous, and I feel like COD courses prepared me in a way that I couldn't have figured out on my own here.
COD is fantastic, not only because it saves you a lot of money, but because it prepares you in a way that a four-year university can't.
I would recommend the engineering program at College of DuPage because the faculty cares so much about you. They're there to mentor you and make sure that you have the best experience and the best foundation for the next classes.
I would recommend the engineering department at College of DuPage because there's a bunch of great professors that are really passionate about what they like to do. I'm so thankful for what they've taught me and being able to provide me with the skills that I need to be able to succeed in University of Illinois and beyond.
Engineering is everywhere. Intelligent and innovative people design and create extraordinary things every day in this dynamic and growing field. Engineer your future. Get started at College of DuPage.
Welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Chris. Today we're going to be making my family recipe for kugelis. Kugelis is a Lithuanian potato egg casserole. Now, it's a fairly simple recipe, but there's one part that I've learned over the years. That's why I've got this food processor here. There's one part I've learned over the years that is the critical part to making the casserole look very, very good when it comes out of the oven, okay? Which I'll explain when we get a little closer. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take bacon and you're going to cook it in the pan. So I'm going to put it in the pan right here, and I'm going to start sauteing the bacon. As it's sauteing, I'm going to dice my onion, and we want a small dice on the onion. Okay, so now we have a small dice on the onion. So what we're going to do next is we need to cook the bacon until it's very, very crisp. All right, so we're going to cook the bacon until it's very crisp, and then we're going to add the onions, and we're going to cook them until they're translucent, and then we're going to add some butter into the pan, and then we're going to put that on the side. I'm also showing you how to do this recipe in the order that you need to do it in for success. So the bacon should take about 5 minutes or so to cook. Okay, our bacon is very, very crisp in the pan, and now we're going to add our small diced onions right into the pan. And the very high, hot heat will cook these onions in just a couple of minutes. So we're going to stir them around. And remember, you need to cook these onions until they're translucent. And if you notice, I left the bacon grease in the pan on purpose. Remember, this is an old family recipe of mine from my Lithuanian relatives. And this is exactly how they made it for a long time. Okay, our onions are translucent. And now I'm going to add the half a stick of butter. So it's about 2 ounces or so. And basically all you want to do is melt the butter. That's all you're interested in, is melting the butter. Okay. So onions are translucent, bacon is crispy. So now I'm going to turn the heat off and just let it sit on the side all by itself. Okay. So remember, you need to do that first, and now here's the next part. Now the next part of this recipe is relatively simple also. You need to take a bowl, and you are going to take your eggs, and we're going to add our evaporated milk right here, evaporated milk. And we're going to take our salt and pepper, and it seems like a little bit extra salt, but make sure you add the amount that's called for in the recipe. It's a tablespoon, because if you don't, the potatoes will be very flat tasting, and you're going to have to add some salt anyways. So now you're going to mix this up so the eggs are dissolved. Okay, now here's the part that I've discovered over the years. I have got the potatoes, and I've got the onion, and I have a power grater. Now, here's the thing that I changed slightly from my relative's rendition. They would grate all of this by hand, and what I found was because these are russet potatoes, these would oxidize and turn brown before they could get this in the oven. And so, because I'm using a power grater, I can get this grated in literally seconds, get it all stirred together, get it in the pan, and get it in the oven in probably less than a minute. So I'm going to do this full speed because you have to do it very fast or else the potatoes will turn brown. Okay? All right. So here we go. So this is ready to go. Onions and bacon ready with the butter. We got our potatoes, we have our onion. So what we're going to do is we're going to grate the onions and the potatoes together. This is about a 1/8 inch size power grater attachment on my food processor. All right. And I'm going to have to do this, whoop, sorry about that. I'm going to have to do this in 2 batches, everybody, 2 batches. Okay, so I'm going to take off the top, and again, remove this, pop this in, okay, and then do the second half of the batch. Put in my little attachment. Okay, rest of the potatoes. And you notice that I have the peeled potatoes sitting in water again so they don't oxidize. Okay, that is ready to go. So we take this, remove it, and again, take all of this, put it right in here, take our spatula, scrape it out just like always. Okay, and now we're going to take this mixture here, put it all together, and then we fold it all together very fast, okay? So we want to mix it all together very thoroughly. Should take just a few seconds. Okay, all right. So this is now ready to go into the pan. It's all mixed together, and as you can see, the potatoes have not turned brown at all. Some recipes will call for ascorbic acid to be added, and that's because the potatoes will turn brown. But if you do it in this method with a power grater, there is no chance for them to turn brown, so you don't have to use the ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. All right, take it. And now we're going to flatten it in the pan so it looks nice and pretty. Got to have it look good. All right. And spread it so it's nice and flat. And now we're going to bake this in the oven for about an hour to an hour and a half. Okay, here's the next thing I've discovered making this recipe over the years. You need to make sure that you bake this long enough so it's a nice deep golden brown. If it's a deep golden brown, you're going to have some nice crispy exterior and a nice soft interior, which is really excellent. So bake this in the oven hour to an hour and a half, deep golden brown, and then it's ready to be enjoyed. Okay, pop it in the oven. Okay, our kugelis has been baking in the oven for about an hour, hour and a half, and as you can see, it's a beautiful golden brown. And so we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut a little piece out. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Alrighty. So, this is how you make my family recipe of kugelis, a potato cake, potato, onion, and bacon, if you will. And as you can see, it's got a beautiful golden brown all the way around, and the inside, the potatoes have not oxidized, which was the major problem I found when you hand grate the potatoes. So, thanks very much for coming, everyone. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.